What's going on, Socialites? Welcome back to another Global Pokemon Society Draft League battle. It's week 3, and we got a matchup between two 1-1 teams. The Vero Beach Volcarona taking on the Tokyo Togekiss. Vero bringing Mewtwo, Cinderace, Tapu, Koko, Azelf, Alolan, Raichu, and Hitmolee, who they picked up in free agency. Tokyo countering with Magearna, Regigigas, Galarian, Weezing, Araquanid, Mesprit, and Xurkitree. So they added Regigigas and Weezing through free agency. A very interesting combo. We'll have to see how it pays off for them. Looks like Tokyo's taking their time deciding who they want to bring to this match. As we get underway, Tokyo, the defending champ, 1-1. Vero Beach, Ed, the father of Danielle, head coach of Tokyo, so there's a little bit of a blood battle going on here as we see Cinderace and Raichu lead against Magearna and Araquanid. Vero looks like they're leaning on a Dynamax on Cinderace. Will Tokyo match with their own Dynamax? And there we see Dynamax Cinderace. Now, in this league, if you have Cinderace or another Pokemon that can both Dynamax and Gigantamax, you can choose between each one. No Dynamaxes from Tokyo. There's a Max Flare, and that knocks out Magearna right away. And the sunlight is up. And Raichu with the Charm, that's going to reduce Araquanid's attack. This liquidation in the sun, not too much damage. Ooh, but there is a defense drop on Cinderace. I have to see now Tokyo with Regigigas and Weezing. Weezing comes out. It does have the neutralizing gas, which actually kind of hurts Araquanid here, not having the water bubble ability. But Cinderace will not be able to change its typing now with Libero. The speed is on Vero's side. Look at Cinderace just staring down, looking at that bug Araquanid, looking to squish it, taunting with that fireball. Weezing goes for the protect. Cinderace with the steel spike. Not a lot into Weezing thanks to the protect. And that's a critical hit too. I thought that was a little bit more than normal. The defense raise will bring Cinderace back to neutral. And Raichu also gets a defense boost. Here's the Thunderbolt into Araquanid. Will it be enough? No, Araquanid able to survive. Sticky Web, interesting. Tokyo trying to set up. But with Weezing, kind of a passive team right now. Weezing and Araquanid in the sun. No water bubbles, so not even getting that boost to its water attacks. Ooh, a switch out. I don't know about this. I don't know if I want the unnecessary damage into Regigigas. And there's a Steel Spike. Oh, Weezing just hangs on. Another defense boost. And a Charm into Regigigas. Weezing with the Will-O-Wisp. Very interesting. Unfortunately, Vero still has a speed on their side. Regigigas at -2 attack. Weezing should go for a protect here. I would switch Regigigas back out, but that's really tough. Tokyo going with the Dynamax on the Regigigas. Again with the -2 attack. Not expecting this Regigigas to do a lot. Protect on Weezing. Cinderace with a high jump kick does some good damage on the Regigigas. And another Charm, so now -4 attack. There's a Max Quake. It is enough to take out Cinderace, however. So Tokyo gets a KO. Mewtwo will be the switch in here. Tokyo's been hanging in despite losing Magearna on the first turn. Oof, they just keep charming that Regigigas. See what Tokyo wants to go for here. They go for the double. They do get it. However, Vero is not targeting Weezing here. So now -6 attack for Regigigas. Aura Spear not doing too much. Max Dark. Oh, a critical hit. And that's what Tokyo needs in this position. -6 attack on Regigigas. Weezing still around. Getting the critical hit when they need it. Now Azelf does have the speed drop from Sticky Web. It should still outspeed. Regigigas is going to be able to fire off another attack. Weezing tries to go for the triple. This time it fails. If they had done an attack one of these times, it would have been some good chip. Ooh, even with the -6 attack, so much damage coming out from the Regigigas. If they had knocked out the Weezing any of these previous turns. Regigigas still survives. The question here is, does Regigigas have the Protect? Looks like they're splitting their attacks here, so that's well played on this turn. Raichu takes out Regigigas with the Thunderbolt. And Azelf will finally finish off Weezing with the Psychic. That's going to leave just Araquanid. Who unfortunately will go down to this Raichu. A strong effort from Tokyo. Those charms definitely did a lot of work, but Vero did give them the opportunity by keeping Weezing around for so long. Vero picking up the first game, 2 Pokemon remaining, a very hard-fought game. Have to see if Tokyo can bring it back here. Regigigas doing a lot of work though, despite the -6 attack. I mean, the critical hit on Mewtwo, of course, but still did reasonable damage to Raichu. I think if they can prioritize taking out Raichu earlier, you know, so it doesn't get off those charms, be looking a lot better. Must be Assault Vest on the Gigas too, just based on those damage counts, and you didn't see anything like Life Orb. So it's pretty bulky too against all these special attackers. Oh, Weezing and Mesprit is the lead here. That's interesting. Going for the Sucker Punch on Mesprit. Not so sure on that one. On Helping Hand on Cinderace. If Mesprit doesn't go for attack, this is just a free turn for Tokyo. Let's see. Mesprit usually pretty supportive. Weezing goes for the Protect. What does Mesprit go for here? Yeah, not an attack, so Trick Room gets up for Tokyo. Trying to turn the speed game around on Vero. And now they know that Cinderace is trying to go for the Sucker Punch, so you can just not do anything with Mesprit here. No, they even though they saw it last turn, they go for an attack. Take big damage from that Sucker Punch. The Sludge Bomb does get the poison. Mesprit with the U-turn. Big damage on the Raichu. I would have just liked to switch out into Gigas there, like... You know, Vero gets some free damage, which could be all they need. Thunderbolt into Weezing. Good damage onto Weezing. The Black Sludge still under 50%. A Protect here from Weezing. Pretty obvious. Cinderace going with a high jump kick. One of Cinderace's big drawbacks is the inaccuracy of all of its moves. Nothing is 100% guaranteed. Trying to double attack into Regigigas, but we do know, or assume anyway, that it is a Solvest, so I don't think this Thunderbolt's going to be doing much. Here comes the Dynamax. Vero just refusing to click that fake out with Raichu. Could have been an easy fake out onto Mesprit. Try to prevent that Trick Room. Here's the Quake. Into Cinderace. Takes it out. I'm surprised they targeted Cinderace there with Raichu still being able to do Charm. Oh, we do see a Life Orb. I didn't see that the first game. Okay, interesting. Just so bulky. Mewtwo comes out. The Trick Room really hurting Vero here. I almost think Helping Hand, but Regigigas is gonna knock it out. Yeah, try to knock out the Weezing here if you can. Weezing with Taunt. So Taunt, Will-O-Wisp, Protect, Sludge Bomb. The Weezing set. The Max Darkness taking down Mewtwo. Raichu gets the Thunderbolt off. Will it be enough to take out Weezing? No. Doesn't take out Weezing. That's going to leave Azelf as Vero's last viable Dynamax option. See, no Protect on here. I mean, Mindstorm Weezing. Oof, I don't like that. They're not going for the Dynamax. Just going for a Psychic on the Weezing. I think if you max Mindstormed, or excuse me, you Psychic on the Regigigas, if you max Mindstorm Weezing, it would have gone through the Protect, but would you have survived the Max Darkness anyway? Not sure on that one. Regigigas here is going to get the 4-0 sweep. Trick Room goes back to normal. Raichu with the Thunderbolt does get the knockout onto Weezing. So Regigigas here with the Darkest Lariat Despite the slow start, should be enough to take out Raichu. It is, and with that, Tokyo comes roaring back, evening us up. 1 game apiece as we get ready for Game 3 between the Vero Beach Volcarona and the Tokyo Togekiss. Trick Room being the big difference here, but Regigigas just showing how strong it can be. See, Vero Beach looks like they're switching up a little bit. Interesting to see Hitmolee come in over Raichu. I still like Raichu as your Araquanid answer. Tokyo goes with the same lead from last game. I mean, it worked good last time. And they don't have a fake out user here. Is Tokyo going to go for the Trick Room again? And will Vero respect it? Uh-oh. Vero splitting their attacks. That should allow Mesprit to survive here. They are targeting the Weezing though, so does Weezing go for the Protect? Weezing with the Protect, that should allow it to survive the Steel Spike. Mewtwo does hit with the Fire Blast, but not quite enough against Mesprit, and the Steel Spike is going to go into Weezing. Nice little tickle there. Let's see, does Mesprit go for the Trick Room? No, Mesprit with the U-turn, so no Trick Room getting up. That will allow Regigigas to come in, and honestly, Regigigas has been so bulky that I think it's fine to just bring it in and Dynamax it. Oh, Araquanid comes in. That's a little shaky. I want to make sure Weezing is alive here if I'm Tokyo. Do we see a switch out into Mesprit? It's not going to be good if Weezing goes down this early. Okay, they do switch out Weezing. Into Mesprit. Now, Cinderace will have Libero, for this turn at least. Mewtwo with the Thunderbolt into Araquanid. Araquanid able to survive here. And the Steel Spike goes into Mesprit. Will it be enough for a KO? Yes, it knocks out Mesprit. Gives a nice defense boost. So now both of them have +2 defense. Liquidation. Whoa! A critical hit. Almost took out Cinderace. Cinderace is only going to get one more attack off due to the Life Orb. So you could bring Weezing back out, have a nice safe protect. Cinderace will be forced to attack, knock itself out. To assume, yes, Mewtwo is targeting Araquanid. So protect here on Weezing. Seems pretty good. That critical hit from Araquanid. Doing all the damage. Mewtwo does finish it off. Cinderace with the Steel Spike. That'll leave Mewtwo at +3, but Cinderace will go down to the Life Orb. So that leaves Weezing and Regigigas. Weezing's most likely going to go for another Protect here. Trying to get the double. Let's see though, does Vero have enough offense to break through Regigigas here? Mewtwo with the Aura Sphere. Not doing too much despite the super effective damage. Azelf with the Psychic. That'll take out Weezing. But he's going to activate the Slow Star on Regigigas. Uh-oh. Max Darkness into Mewtwo, but Mewtwo at +3 defense. Not taking too much here. With Slow Start cutting Regigigas' attack in half. Now with Weezing gone, I'm not sure if Regigigas has enough offensive potential. Mewtwo with another Aura Sphere gets Regigigas down to half. Oof. Regigigas won't be able to take another hit. I think that should secure it. Yes, not able to take out Mewtwo. The Life Orb recoil brings Regigigas into the red, and I think that'll seal it up. With Weezing not able to stick around on the field long enough, Regigigas goes down, and with that, the Vero Beach Volcaronas take down the defending champs Tokyo. Vero moves to 2-1. Tokyo drops to 1-2. Let me know what you thought of that in Game 3. Do you think Mesprit could have done anything with the Trick Room? Vero, very offensive onslaught there. What do you think of that? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe for more Draft League content. And as always, stay classy, society.